I don't see why it couldn't be.
And I read again.
That would, again, go hand in hand with what you said about them giving that electromagnetic shock to a pilot to keep them awake.
Yep. Well, it's not a shock. It's just an electromagnetic energy pulse. Now, I'm going to read this paragraph from the article again. One of the agency's plans for keeping warriors awake is to zap their brains with electromagnetic energy. Much of the research is being conducted at Columbia University in New York in the laboratories of the Neurological Science Department. So, if we can aim an electromagnetic device out over the battlefield, zap the warriors with this electromagnetic frequency and cause them all to become alert and awake, it would seem to me that it could be used for other things as well.
I totally agree with you.
And so it could be something that you didn't hear, didn't see, didn't smell, didn't taste, just an electromagnetic pulse, or an electromagnetic frequency that's being transmitted, say, for instance, through your television set. Have you considered that?
And we didn't watch TV while we were down there. And of course, they had the old CRT TVs, too.
Mm-hmm.
But we did both had cell phones, and they both worked down there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting thought.
I watched Jesse Ventura's show. Actually, I never had time to watch it live because he was on at the same time I'm on the air. But I've seen a replay of the shows where they actually programmed a young guy to walk with a limp.
Yes.
And the signal was a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Or it came in a phone call.
Yes.
And then there was just a word given, and he began to walk funny, and Jesse asked him about it, and the guy says, "What are you talking about? I'm not walking with a limp." And so he did not know it, and yet everybody could see it. So I would think that would be something like how an altered personality would work. Everyone else can see, only the person that it's happening to doesn't know it.
Exactly.
However, if you received a phone call, your cell phones would have recorded the number from which you received a call. Did you have any strange or extraneous numbers?
I checked the phone, and I did not. The only calls that I didn't receive any calls while I was down there, but I did make calls out, and they were back here to my home to check with my son.
Did you listen to radio while you were down there?
No.
You know, that would be another interesting way. We'll just say that the word that activates you is Suzanne's 16th birthday. We'll say that's the phrase that activates you. I call to a radio station. I do a dedication. I ask the DJ. I tell him, "Look, I'll slip you an extra $20, man. Just say we're dedicating this to Suzanne because it's Suzanne's 16th birthday." And if I know you're listening to the radio, I know you get the message. It's on, and nobody can trace it to me.
Yep.
How do you think they activate you?
To be honest, Kevin, I don't have a conscious recollection of it.
Mm-hmm. So where do you go from here? We've got 1 minute left. Where do you go from here? What's up for you? Are you
wherever this amazing journey of life opens a door I can go through?
All right.
Life to me is, I get up in the morning or in the afternoon, depending on how long I sleep, just to see what this day holds for me. And believe me, I'm never bored.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Do you have any fears at all that they may reactivate you again?
I hope they're ready for it.
What does that mean?
Because if they were to react now with what I have learned, I don't think I would be that cooperative with them.
You think you would have the ability to say no this time?
I would like to think I do. I won't know until it happens again.
All right. Well, look, stay on the line with me for a moment. We've run up against the end of the show, but I want to thank you for being here. It has been a fascinating 2 hours.
Kevin, this has been the fastest 2 hours in my life, and I thank you again for having me on your show.
All right. Just stay on the line with me. I want to talk with you for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, Dave Corso.